Welcome to this explainer. If you're the kind of person who loves to figure out how things actually work under the hood, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're taking a fascinating micro to macro journey straight through the human body. We're going to unpack exactly how your body operates as an integrated whole, looking closely at how nutrients flow, what toxins actually are, and how we can completely reframe the way we understand our own biology.
Okay, let's dive into this right away with a question that seems to be absolutely everywhere these days. Are your cells really drowning in toxins? If you browse around alternative wellness spaces, you'd probably get the impression that our bodies are essentially these stagnant pools, just passively accumulating dangerous sludge that threatens our cells. But today, we're going to look at what the physiological reality actually tells us. And to do that, we first need to understand how things naturally move around inside you.
Which brings us to Section 1. Circulation of vital nutrients, and the central delivery system that makes it all happen. The absolute star of this delivery system is your heart, functioning as the ultimate central pump, and it is doing some seriously heavy lifting. To put it into perspective, your heart pumps about 2,000 gallons of blood every single day just to keep this system moving. That's literally enough to fill a small swimming pool. It all happens in a highly coordinated sequence. Step 1. Absorption in the intestines. You eat, you digest, and the nutrients cross over. Step 2. The liver. Those newly absorbed nutrients don't just float around willy-nilly. They are transported straight to the liver for vital processing. Step 3. Once processed, that nutrient-rich blood is sent to the heart. And finally, Step 4. The heart forcefully delivers those supplies throughout your entire body. But how does the food actually get inside the cell?
Well, that happens right at the microscopic level of the capillaries and the interstitial fluid. This concept is absolutely crucial. See, the blood doesn't just passively wash over your cells like water flowing over a rock. Instead, blood delivers its vital supplies into the interstitial fluid, which is this incredibly dynamic fluid environment directly surrounding your cells. Your cells then actively pull exactly what they need from this fluid, and just as importantly, they release their metabolic byproducts back into it. That fluid then re-enters the venous blood to be carried away, so it's a constant active exchange.
And that word right there, byproducts, leads us perfectly into Section 2, the truth about toxins. Let's shift our focus to what these cellular toxins actually are when we look at them through the lens of scientific reality. The concept of cells producing toxins is actually scientifically accurate, but only if we're talking about standard metabolic waste. Your cells are constantly performing cellular respiration, right? That's the critical process of converting glucose and oxygen into energy. This naturally produces byproducts, mainly carbon dioxide and water. Plus, when your body breaks down proteins, it generates nitrogenous wastes like urea. So the toxins your cells create aren't mysterious poisons. They're simply the completely natural, unavoidable metabolic byproducts of keeping you alive and energized.
So, where does all this waste go? Well, your body has highly effective exit routes already built in. Your lungs actively breathe out that carbon dioxide. Your kidneys act as these magnificent filters for your blood, creating urine to expel the urea. Your skin handles water and electrolytes when you sweat. And your digestive system, of course, manages the solid waste. And this brilliantly illustrates just how highly efficient your body's homeostatic systems really are. Homeostasis is all about balance, and these exit routes ensure that metabolic waste is constantly being cleared, so it literally never reaches toxic concentrations.
There's a really important distinction we need to make here. In alternative wellness spaces, the word toxicity is frequently used as a broad catch-all term for just feeling tired or gross. But in physiology, things are much more specific. Your body's detoxification pathways, the liver, the kidneys, the lungs, the skin, are remarkably robust, specialized systems. They exist entirely to prevent the exact toxic damage that people worry about. They're built in, and they are incredibly powerful.
Now, let's shift gears a bit to Section 3, the autoimmune misconception, and look at a completely different biological mechanism. Let's compare these two models. In some alternative theories, there's this idea of toxin burn, or internal cell suicide. It suggests that a pileup of standard metabolic waste simply burns or destroys your cells. But the medical science reality is a totally different story. Autoimmunity is an immune malfunction. Usually, your incredibly smart immune system knows the exact difference between self, your own healthy cells, and non-self, like an invading bacteria. But in an autoimmune condition, this distinction fails. The immune system mistakenly targets your own healthy tissues as if they were foreign invaders. So the crucial point is that autoimmunity is a problem of mistaken identity by the immune system, not a problem of normal digestive waste just piling up. So if it's not standard metabolic waste causing this immune malfunction, what is? Well, the triggers for autoimmunity are incredibly complex. It's a combination of genetic predisposition and environmental factors. We're talking about things like severe stress, previous infections, or systemic inflammation. It's a highly intricate cascade of events totally distinct from the daily buildup and clearing of normal metabolic byproducts.
Having looked at the micro level of our cells, let's zoom all the way out for our final section. The body is a sponge, a truly holistic view.
I absolutely love this quote from our source text, and I really want you to let this vivid metaphor sink in. The human body is a sponge of fibers and capillaries. Cells are like fruits hanging from all the branches of blood-filled capillaries inside. Isn't that an amazing visual? Your bones, obviously, provide the rigid structure that allows you to stand up and run. But it's this dynamic sponge of interconnected tissues, fibers, and capillaries that actually keeps your body tight, young, and supportive. Try to picture your billions of cells as tiny fruits, all being nourished by this massive branching tree of blood-filled vessels.
Let's move to and see how this builds our understanding of systems biology, because this metaphor really changes everything. The human body is absolutely not a machine made of isolated, distinct parts that just operate independently. Not at all. Instead, it is an incredibly integrated, fluid-filled network. Everything is in constant flux. That vascular environment, the interstitial fluid, the cells, they are all deeply and continuously interconnected. When you impact one single area, the ripples are felt throughout the entire fluid network.
And that brings us to a truly provocative question drawn straight from our source to leave you pondering. As we explore the concept of inner signals, how does understanding these constant dynamic circulatory flows influence how you view physical interventions, like, say, abdominal wall reconstruction surgery? Think about it. When we realize the body is this interconnected sponge in constant metabolic flow, rather than just a collection of mechanical parts, how does that completely change the way we approach healing, surgery, and physical recovery? It's a really profound thought to sit with. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer today, and I hope this journey has illuminated the incredible, dynamic reality of your own body. Keep learning and stay curious.